Molten God here with a Dead by Daylight video. Leave a like and subscribe, helps out the channel and I do appreciate it. Recently this match happened. I was having a friend over, we were talking, and they suggested we play some Dead by Daylight. He wanted to see me play Killer. I was like, alright, I'll play Trapper. And this was the first match we had. I'm bringing in the perks Save the Best for Last, Play with Your Food, Hex Ruin, and Corrupt Intervention. I thought Hex Ruin would be a good perk, you know, get people off the gens, make it start regressing. It's a nice perk. Corrupt Intervention to make it so people can't just work on gens immediately in certain areas. Hex Ruin got cleansed in the beginning of the match. Nothing I could do there. I was setting things up. Maybe I could have went over there and stopped them, but in my mind I thought setting up traps was a good idea. I immediately lose the person on this gen. I'm looking around, don't know where to go, so I just break the gen, keep that trap there. I have add-ons that let me carry all my bear traps. I can only set them down once though, so I have to put them in good spots. I mess up here. You can easily walk by that trap. I also have a add-on that makes it so if someone disarms a bear trap, in 30 seconds it will come back up. So that's pretty nice. I want to keep a 3-gen in this area. I brought in the offering for Dusty Noose. I like the map. I think it's good for Trapper. The survivors in this game are pretty interesting because at one point one person gives up on second hook and one person just gives up on the game. I don't know why. Agassi Gateau, I believe, was brought in, so, and they had a blood point build, which makes it interesting. But first chase is against the Feng Min. She has Lithe. There also are going to be some skips in the video. Nothing I can do there. It's out of my control. It was just something that happened in the recording. Lithe is used pretty well here, you know, get some distance. I swing for no reason right here. Yeah, that did not make sense. I have one stack to Save the Best for Last. I really do want to see the Obsession usually at the start of the game if I'm bringing Play with Your Food, but this works out. Got 2 stacks to Save the Best for Last. Pretty nice. Corrupt is already over and 1 gen's done. But I can still keep a 3-gen. I can still do something in this map. I like to keep 2 traps in case I want to block out the exit gates. I'm pretty sure at the end I only have 1 trap blocking 1 exit gate, and the other one is just being used at somewhere else. I forget where. Another gen is finished. I try to chase this arena. She jumps down. I go down too. And in my mind, I thought it was a smart idea to go after this Leon, like, you know, pretend to chase someone else and then go over here. He was ready. Flashlights me, makes sense. 2 gens are done, I only got 1 hook. Not the best, but you can still make a comeback from this. You know, you can still do things. Even a weak start can still end up with you winning the match. Someone keeps disarming my traps. I believe it is the Kate. She has Fixated and Sprint Burst. I think there's 2 people that disarmed these, though. No idea where they are. I see scratch marks, though, but look over here. See if anyone's hiding. I see someone over there, and at this point, it is the Feng Min, and I just still chase them. Oh, wait, do I? Hold on, let me make sure. Yep, it is the Feng Min, and I do go after them. I do make some mistakes in this match. I haven't been playing Killer as much, and a bit rusty. I swing for this, which made no sense. I think she also has Spine Chill, so she can vault things faster. Pretty good perk. Oh wait, no, I believe the Leon has Spine Chill. She might also, but I could be wrong. I believe Leon has Dead Hard, Spine Chill, Boon Circle of Healing, and I forget his last perk. This chase was interesting because I thought the person was just going to drop a pallet. I was going to go around. They don't do that. And I'm like, alright, so they're really not going to drop this. Do a little bit of mind game there. And once I realized they're not dropping this, I just fully go through. Get an easy hit there. And I'm close enough to basement that I decided to put Feng Min there. Thought it was a good idea. I think if I was farther, I might not have made it. But luckily enough, I do. And once I put them into basement, I put a trap next to the window. I usually like, you know, if I have someone in basement, trapping around the area, trapping shack. It's usually a good idea as Trapper. If someone disarms a trap, you know immediately, hey, go back. I shouldn't have broken that door, though, because that gives survivors 2 ways to just leave basement. If they have borrowed time, the person unhooked is most likely going to be safe. Look around over here. Feng Min does give up. Maybe they just didn't want to play this match. Maybe they thought I was going to camp them. Maybe it's because one of the survivors is just AFK. Who knows? This is a bad loop, but, you know, bad for them, not really me. It's too small. Even if I do make a mistake, I'm most likely going to be able to catch up with them. I don't know why I didn't hook there. I think I wanted to hook over here to make sure I could defend this gen. But doing that, let this Kate just, you know, disarm the hook. And now, since I can't go back, I decided to drop him and just chase this person. So this survivor is the Obsession. They have Fixated, Sprint Burst, and I think Inner Strength. I forget their 4th perk. But my whole idea was, I'm going to hit this person at least once, lose 2 stacks of Save the Best for Last, but I will also gain a stack of Play With Your Food. And in my opinion, the combination of Save the Best for Last and Play With Your Food is pretty nice, because if you see the Obsession, you're not going to hit them. You're going to chase them for a bit, leave them, gain a stack, maybe chase them again, gain another stack, and if you're really feeling spicy, go for a 3rd chase, gain a 3rd stack, and use that speed to schmoove across the map. You can also end chases a lot faster with Play With Your Food. Plus, I'm using the combination of Play With Your Food and Save the Best for Last. Both those perks combined can end chases really quickly. Not only can you catch up to survivors faster than normal, but when you hit them, you don't really have to worry about the cooldown if you got a lot of stacks. There's also scenarios where you don't even need Play With Your Food. Save the Best for Last can come in clutch. Let's say you got someone in the basement, they're going for the rescue, you know they're going to be down there, you can hit them, and before they even are able to rescue, you can just hit them again. And let's say they do rescue. Not a big deal, you're already down that person. And if they have borrowed time, you can just get another free stack if they're not the Obsession. It can honestly be helpful sometimes, and be pretty fun to use. Right here I wanted to hit the Leon. I don't think I've ever seen this guy use Dead Hard. So it was the first time he did it. It's fine. This person's trying to body block, but that's not a big issue. I picked this guy up instantly, I don't know why. I thought maybe the Kate would get, trapped, but they easily slid by. Someone also just vaulted the pallet. I'm alright with that. Pallet's not able to be, used now because of that trap. Or maybe it is. Maybe the trap is completely useless now, and there's not much I can do about it besides break that pallet and just say, whatever. This Leon, though, is completely done for. There's a trap right there next to the window. He can't use that. There's a trap right here that blocks him, and he doesn't have Dead Hard anymore. I go after this Zarina, who is just AFK. Perfectly okay with that. In my opinion, I don't know why they went AFK, but it's pretty good for me. I should have just hooked the Leon first, though. This person's not going anywhere. But I think this person was on first hook, and I just wanted to at least get a hook on them. I still think I should have hooked the Leon, but I really wanted the 4K. So in my mind, I was like, leave him slugged. If he has Unbreakable, he'll pick himself up. Perfectly fine. Not that much of an issue for me. I will say this, the match is pretty much over because out of the 3 survivors left, only 2 of them are actually doing anything. And one of those 2 is slugged on the ground. Zarina's AFK, and even when they are unhooked, they're not doing anything. They're not working on gens, they're not helping anyone out, they are gone. Who knows why? Maybe someone made mac and cheese for them. Maybe they heard terrific news, maybe they heard bad news. Who knows? They're just doing their own thing. Whatever. But the only 2 people that can really do anything is Leon and Kate, and Leon's gonna get up, but he's injured. Even if he's not injured, the only thing the 2 can really do is maybe have one of them loot me for 3 gens. But it's Dusty Noose, and I've trapped the main building, which can be a powerful loop sometimes, but I've trapped it. And the side area, eventually I'll be able to catch up with them. I have Save the Best for Last. It's going to make chases a lot easier. And if it's Kate, I'd probably just leave them rather than keep chasing them. I like how I say that, but this is me recording again for this video the next day. And I say how if someone were on the other side of the map, I wouldn't really chase them. Thing is, I completely lied. It's about to happen too. I go check around looking for another survivor. Anyone on this side, hopefully I'll find someone. Zarina's still underneath the hook, so don't gotta worry about them. But go to this corner of the map, check on the gen, gonna go kick it, make it start regressing, progress, all that nice stuff. So Kate was the one working on this gen. They're over there, they dropped the pallet instantly, and, slow vaulted back. What doesn't make sense here is why they didn't immediately use Sprint Burst while I'm breaking the pallet to escape to a different area. Instead, they waited out, and then when the pallet's already broken, then they use Sprint Burst. I miss a swing here, but they can't make enough distance to anything to protect themselves. They get a hit. Now, I really think I should have just went over to this generator, because that's where Leon is right now. He's going to work on that. But instead, I go back for the Kate. I think it's to get another stack of Play With Your Food, but instead I just go for the kill here. Maybe it is the reason of just wanting to get the kill, or the down on Kate. Not really a kill yet. This is her first hook, I think. Start trying to bring her to the basement, but I do not make it. If I had Agitation or Iron Grasp, that definitely would have made it, but I'm not using those perks. Not really going for a basement build, but anytime I can bring a survivor to the basement, it's just nice. Trapper can defend it pretty well, just like, well, I was gonna say just like Hag and, you know, the twins, but some people can argue that they do a way better job at camping than Trapper can. Bubba's probably the king of camping, if I'm gonna say anything like that. Not much you can do. Even with borrowed time, Bubba can still take down 2 survivors with his chainsaw. Leon finishes the gen right here. And that's pretty good. You know, someone's at least doing something. Both him and the Kate are at least trying. These gens are just going to be defended. That gen I'm not even going to kick because I have a trap up there. If they disarm it, then I'll be notified and then I'll come back. Maybe kick it then. I don't really have to defend the gens though at this point. I just got to focus on taking out survivors and come over here and see the Zarina's just underneath Hook. The birds are around her, just calling out, saying, hey, this player's not really doing anything right now. You can get him, Chief. Get 2 stacks and save the best for last, so that's really nice. That's a good thing. Now going back to the basement because Leon has to make the save and he's going to probably do it soon. Not even going to focus on the Kate, just take on Leon and get those extra stacks. I think Kate immediately goes back to start disarming traps too. This guy's got dead art, he's just waiting to use it, but it skips ahead and he's down. Really not much you could do in that area. I don't think there was a pallet nearby the way he was moving. Go over here to check on Kate, and they're long gone. They have fixated, they're walking, trying to be stealthy. I don't even need to pick up the trap. Well, I can't. I don't need to reset it because it's good in the area it is. Plus 30 seconds, it's just going to come back. Pretty sure Kate immediately goes over to Leon to pick him back up. And that makes sense. Good idea. I mean, if they wanted to, they could have just left the Leon on the ground slugged and just waited out until they could get hatched. So the players are playing pretty nice. You know, trying to get stuff done. You can hear Leon, I think, here, or Kate. I think it's Kate, actually. I'm trying to remember who has Iron Will. I think Leon does have Iron Will, because when I get closer, he doesn't make any real, like, engine noises. I'm going to say this stack of Play the Fruit actually did help out. I think he would have made it to the pallet if I didn't have this extra stack. But since I do, I'm able to get this hit with a lunge. And now it's just dealing with Kate, who is over here, I think, healing. I think they had inner strength, but that could have been another player. They are trying to escape, you know, trying to make the distance. This place is awful for her to loop, though. This loop isn't that bad and can be pretty strong for survivors sometimes, but that way's blocked and the window's blocked. They could have just left the building, and there's a pallet that is unused on the other side. So they could have used that for a bit, maybe looped around it for a couple seconds. Leon would have died on the ground, and they could have tried to find Hatch, but I don't think that was the game plan there. Maybe they thought I wouldn't have been able to hook them if they went up there. I don't know. Leon's going to get this first hook right now, and he doesn't have Deliverance or Slippery Meat, I think. I know he doesn't have Deliverance for sure, but don't remember if he doesn't have Slippery Meat. But if he doesn't, he has 3 chances to escape, each are 4%. And as bad as that sounds, there have been matches I've seen where I have or other players have escaped because of that, and even survived the rest of the match because of it. You know, end game's up, killer's camping for a kill, they leave for a second, person jumps off hook, and they can just run into the exit gate. And at that point, either killer can't do much, or maybe they do get them again. Maybe they do catch up and, you know, secure that kill. All depends on how the match goes and who the player is, where they're at. A lot of things determine how things are going to go in this game. But, yeah, it's the end of the game. It was fun for me. I enjoyed it. And that's all I really got to say. See you guys later. Ciao.